Hello, hello. Welcome to my first YouTube live. I decided I'm going to do this because I actually got a lot of your questions, and my YouTube is so small because I just started it, and I'm so grateful when you write me and give me questions. And that's why I decided I'm just going to do live and just answer 4 of them because it takes less time than if I do, each video separately. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're going to like this video. What I'm going to explain today, we're going to go through exercises for the tip of the tongue. Then we're going to talk what to do if we have phlegm on our vocal cords, if we feel that we need to cough it out. Then we're going to talk about what to do after vocal warm-up if we are tired and hoarse. And we're going to end up with some tips for vocal reflux. So I love this topic. I don't know if you know, but I am doctor of medicine by profession. And almost more than 15 years ago, I decided not to be a doctor, and I decided to teach voice. I decided to become vocal coach, and because I love working with voices, and I really strongly believe that if we would love our voice more, each of us, and if we wouldn't compete with our voices, we would be way more peaceful with ourselves, with our body, and our expression would be better. And singing is an amazing tool to train our voice, like jogging and sport is an amazing tool to train our body. Singing is an amazing tool to get to know your voice, to become more in tune with your voice, and to be able to be authentic and express your true self through your voice. So let's start with the first question. The question is if I can give more exercises for the tip of the tongue. I already gave one video where we were relaxing the back of our tongue. Tongue is really huge muscle. Sometimes we don't even know how huge it is until we, put it out. It's really big. It's in the middle of our vocal trumpet. That's why it really affects our singing. And also, it's the muscle that makes it possible that we are saying vowels and consonants. So that's why we love it. But if it's really tense, it can affect our high notes. It can affect the quality of our voice, the color. Everything can really sound very tense if our tongue is tense. So first, before relaxing the tip of the tongue, you need to relax the back and the root of the tongue. And the best exercise is to push the tongue towards our teeth and hold it for 20-30 seconds. Breathe, feel the stretch, feel your tongue, be aware of your tongue and feel the stretch. If the back of the tongue is tense, then it's hard to relax the tip of the tongue. So let's first relax the back of the tongue. Let's push the tongue forward. And breathe while you're doing it. Push it more. Yeah, don't stop. Now we're gonna roll our tongue around like this. And the other way. Good. Now put the tongue out, up, back. This is the first exercise where we are training the tip of the tongue. 4 more times. Good. Now take your phone or take the mirror. This is the best. I forgot to take my phone. Okay, so take the phone and put a camera mode and look at yourself in the camera, okay? And start to say L, la, 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 la. What we want is that our jaw stays still, so it's not la, 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 la. Everything together is moving, but that the jaw is relaxed and just the tongue is moving. La, 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 la. Try it out. Try it. Sometimes it's hard to start when we start because we are kind of like our tongue and our jaw are together. So la 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 la. Yes. Your neck should still stay relaxed. And then we're gonna go to n. Nun, 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 nun. You can move your head right and left and still do this. Nun, 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 nun. This is how we train that the tip of the tongue start to work, but without tension in the back of the tongue. Na, 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 na. Let's changing to ni. Ni, 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 ni. You can hold your jaw. Ni, 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 ni. Good. Now let's go to T. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Good. Relax neck. Ta, 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 ta. Good. And let's be done with D. Da, 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 da. D, 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 D. Only the tip of the tongue is creating this sound. Then you can go to singing scales. So, for example, you can train na 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 na. Not like this, do you see? Now I am opening my jaw and my tongue, everything goes together. No. Na 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 na. That's why the camera is great, because you need to gain awareness of what your tongue is doing. So first try to train tip of the tongue with the mirror, so that really just the tip of the tongue is working. Then, remove the mirror and then try to keep the same feeling. A lot of times on the higher notes, we are pushing our tongue back. So like we're doing this. So also with just the awareness that we are, that we go with our minds and with our awareness in our tongue. And just on the high notes, we are relaxing it and not pushing it forward. We don't want to push anything with singing. We just want to still keep our tongue to be relaxed and almost like floating. And then our sound can travel. So we need to kind of put apart our jaw and our tongue, okay? They don't want that they go together like this. So this is one of my favorite exercise. And another one that is a little more aggressive is that you actually touch your tongue and hold it like this. And then you can talk like this or sing like this. Na, 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 na. And this is how you're going to relax the back of the tongue, and your tip of the tongue will start to work more. And there are a lot of other exercises, but these are my favorite ones. Okay, so that was my first question. If you have any other question about this, just let me know and I will explain the next time. The next one, how to clear phlegm from vocal cords. The question was, I use inhalator for asthma and my vocal cords get covered with the powder. Yeah, that sometimes sucks because all these inhalators are making our vocal cords drier, and then this phlegm is on them, and we feel like we need to get it out, and then we start to do this. And this is not very good for vocal cords. So what I recommend with this is first be hydrated. Like really, I have water here. Take water, drink enough water. because if your vocal cords are going to be hydrated, then this phlegm, this mucus, is not going to be that thick. Okay, and then it's going to be easier for you to get it out. So that's the first thing. The other thing is you can get your vocal cords hydrated from above with inhalators. Okay, if you have an inhalator, or like our grandmas did before, it's just like a, a cup of really hot water, and then you put something over your head and just breathe in that humidity, and that's gonna humidify your vocal cords. We have really cool straws here. So these are not our straws. It's Dr. Vox straws, and they're amazing because on the other side they have this tube where you inhale and you get humidified air from the bottle, and this is how you hydrate your vocal cords, because the water that you drink is not going to hydrate your vocal cords directly. The water that you drink will first go to the stomach, and then vessels, and then slowly it will go to your vocal cords. So if you want to hydrate your vocal cords for real, you need to use an inhalator. Then another tip: when you feel that you have like this phlegm on your vocal cords, try not to be too aggressive with coughing. That's really aggressive. Try to be really like, do it like in a lady way. So like really easy, and that's going to be better for your vocal cords. And another thing, one really good exercise that is sometimes hard to do, but it helps a lot of people. Put tongue out and bite it like this. And now try to swallow. Now swallow the saliva. It's hard, but when you do it, you will see that actually it's possible to feel way better about the mucus. Let's do it again. Put tongue out, bite it. Now leave the tongue like this and swallow. Very good. How do you feel now with the vocal cords? Let me know. And then be careful, maybe aware. I hate the word careful. Ugh. Be careful. That's what they were saying to us all of our childhood. Watch, be careful. No, just be aware if maybe some foods are making it even worse. Some foods can make more mucus, like the feeling of mucus. So sometimes some like milk products. I'm not saying that for everybody because I don't believe in that. But just listen to your body. When is it worse? When is it worse? And also, to be in a really dry environments, it's sometimes even then harder. So these are my tips. And also, I did medicine, and I still love medicine. But a lot of times we are so afraid about consequences and diseases and everything. And also we see the placebo effect. There is also a nocebo effect. If somebody say, oh, these pills can really hurt you, and then you start to believe in this. And then I really do believe that if you believe in something, then that can also reflect in your body. So start to imagine that an inhalator is not hurting you, and that your vocal cords are perfect. And don't be afraid. That's also a really good tip. Don't be afraid, and just take care of your voice and love it. And that can also help too, even though it's not medicine. Okay, so let's go to the third question. The third question was, what to do after vocal warm-up if I'm tired and hoarse? But the whole question goes like this. I'm facing a lot of trouble as I tried hard to hit high notes, and I could finally hit it. But since a few days ago, I'm unable to sing, and my voice become hoarse immediately. I'm not a trained singer. I started to train with musician, and I have ended up completely confused. My voice usually recovered after 4 days, but now it's almost 15 days, and it hasn't recovered yet. What to do? That's a very common problem of people that start to sing and that use online workouts, or somebody that doesn't know how the voice works. That's not a vocal coach and doesn't know what the voice works, how the voice works. And then they're using too hard of a scales, thinking that if they're going to use too hard of the scales, and then they will be able to extend their range and they're going to be able to sing faster, better. But what we do is we really hurt our voice, and we gain even like some kind of like muscular patterns that are not that beneficial for our singing in the long run. That's why imagine when you start to sing and start to train that you are training an instrument. It's like almost like you're just starting to play the piano. You're not going to go to the harder, to the hardest songs, the most hard songs, right? You're going to start with easy songs. You're going to start with, moving the fingers. And that's how we should start to sing. And a lot of times we're just doing all this like, woo, like really high. And we want to sing really high and push our voice and heat our voice to be better and to be able to sing harder, higher and harder songs. That's not how it works. Our voice is like two small vocal cords. It's like our child, and we really need to be nice to it so that it grows and that we're going to be able to authentically express our voice. So we don't want to push it and do anything that is harmful. So be really careful with scales that you find online. And as soon as you feel that your voice is tired, stop. Stop. You can work with them. I'm not saying that is not, don't work with them. Just, work with them and be aware of your body. Okay, here I'm starting to tense. Now, what should I do? Maybe I need to relax my body. Maybe I need to figure out how to breathe. And then, check a video about breathing. And then try to breathe more optimal, and then maybe the scale will be easier. So try to not just push it to make it, but try to think about, why can't I make it? Maybe I need to relax my shoulders. Maybe I need to breathe better. Maybe I need to just feel my vocal cords. They're really moving up. I need to let it down. I need to relax it, Maybe maybe I need to move my lips more, and then try to move your lips more, and then you will see, oh my God, this is easier. Wow, now you figured out something about your voice. So with the scale that starts to get harder, stop and stay there and figure out what you need to do for the scale to be easier for you. Is it breathing? Is it body? Is it the tongue? Do I need to relax my tongue more? Do I need to open my mouth more? Do I need to move my lips more? Think about it. Think about it. And when it gets easier, then stay there for a while. Be nice to your body. Teach your body this new muscle patterns, and then move on to the next higher scale. So don't rush through, and because then you're tired after vocal warm-up and you didn't do anything for your voice except like really hurt it. Yeah, stay with your voice, be with it, be nice to it, and listen to it. I know so many singers that have at the end so amazing vocal technique and they can do all the high notes, but then they're saying like, oh my God, I forgot who I am, who my voice is. So besides training to sing high notes, because in this world we think that we're a good singer if we sing high notes. Besides that, just be with yourself and think about what feels good to you. Does this feel good to me? Does it feel good to me that I'm struggling to sing the high note? No, it doesn't. So why am I doing it? What do I want to prove? Who do I want to prove myself to? Yeah, so that, people will say that I'm a good singer. I need to feel that I'm using my own voice in a nice way for me. Okay. So what I recommend is practice slowly. Imagine that you're in the first year of piano. So that's how you need to approach it. Imagine that your voice is your baby and you need to slowly grow like the muscle. You're not going to go to the gym and start to lift 20 kilos. You're going to start slow, and then your muscles will develop slowly. And also with this question, if you are tired, if your voice is tired more than 2 weeks and if you're hoarse, it's really good to go to the doctor. It's really good to go to the doctor to get scoped, to see if there's something on the vocal cords, and don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Really, don't be afraid to go to the doctor, because everything, our vocal cords and our body is amazing, and it can really recover from mostly everything, you know? So don't be afraid to go there and get some tips. I also had vocal cord surgery. I want to talk about it in maybe some of my next videos. And I was so afraid about that before, you know, but you need to look into the problem, and then you can fix it. And then when you fix it, then you're even a better singer, or you even know your voice better. So don't be afraid of it. If your voice not getting better after 14 days, then really get scoped and then find help. And I will also do another video for you with straws. Straw exercise is amazing for recovery, vocal cords recovery, like easy straw exercises, just like really easy. This is where the bubbles are, the air above is massaging our vocal cords and putting it to the right spot. I talked to the speech therapist in our country, and she said that since they're using straws for vocal cords recovery, there is not a lot of operations anymore, surgeries. So yeah, maybe find some help with that. Okay. And I knew that I just need to have 4 questions, because I have another 4 for the next live, and I hope I'm going to get more of you. So we're going to stop with the reflux, what that is, and tips on how we can help ourselves if we have this. What does that mean? That means that the acid is from our stomach, is coming up, and then it goes to our in our larynx to our vocal cords, and then our vocal cords get inflamed because of this acid. Okay, so people that have reflux, and especially if you are a voice user, you will notice that your voice is more tired in the morning, because through the night you're laying down, you're horizontal, and then the acid can easier go from your stomach to your vocal cords. That's why the sign is that you're more hoarse in the morning, and then your voice slowly getting better through the day, and then it's again worse in the morning. Why this happens? It's a lot of reasons. You know, maybe you have the stomach, and on the upper part of the stomach there is the sphincter. This is almost like doors that are, you know, closing and holding the acid in the stomach so that the acid cannot flow up. And if this sphincter is too loose, then the acid can go up. But there are also a really good explanation for why more and more people have acid reflux now these days, is because we are so under stress and we are not eating well anymore. Now I will explain this to you. We have 2 nervous systems, sympathetic and parasympathetic, okay? So sympathetic is fight and flight. We are in the adrenaline doing things, okay? And parasympathetic is relaxed, and this is the nervous system it's good for when we are digesting, and when we are eating, and our body needs to digest, and we are more relaxing, okay? So now, because we are so under stress, and because we are not eating anymore like we did before, we were sitting down eating dinner, we are eating while we're driving and being stressed, and we're eating the sandwich, then our body, instead of going into this parasympathetic system where the sphincter, the doors are closing, the body doesn't even know that we're eating because we're under the stress and we're eating, then the food goes into our stomach, and a lot of acid can go up because we didn't stop and say to our body that we are actually in the digesting mode. Like lion, you know, like animals are like that. When they're like running after the antelope, and they're like in this adrenaline fight and flight, and then they catch it, and then they sit down, and then they have the meal. You know, and then the sympathetic system turns into the parasympathetic, and there is digestion. And we don't do that. We are stressing the job, and then we sit in the car, take a sandwich, eat it, driving, and do everything. So that's why a lot of people have problems with that. So tips for reflux are, first, before going to bed, because we said that the worst time for that is night, because we are sleeping and we are laying down, have a little like higher pillow, so that you are not like really horizontal, that your upper body is a little like up. That's going to help it. Then the second thing, don't eat meal before you go to sleep, because then you're going to have full stomach and the acid will easier jump up and go to your vocal cord. So eat at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Okay, that's really good, because even your sleep will be way better, because you don't want your body to digest food while you sleep. You want your body to have time for regeneration. So you don't want that your body is working at all. You just want that your body is sleeping and resting and getting the most regeneration. Also for your vocal cords, if you're a voice user, then this part of the night is so important for you to like really deeply sleep, because you're going to get regeneration. So these are two things. Then the third is, when you eat, take time for eating. So don't eat in between work, don't eat in between driving, because even like you're like this and the acid can go up faster. Take time, say to your body, okay, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now I am eating. And be in this mode, be aware of the eating, be aware of the food, be aware of what you're eating, be grateful for what you're eating. Sometimes I think to myself, okay, I don't know, I'm eating bread, butter, and honey, but if you think how many people needed to do this, just the flour, butter, honey, bees, just be grateful and just be there with the food. And then a really good tip, I actually went to this course one in London that was about nutrition for singers. So like this, all the tips are from the doctors too. So chew. So chew, be with the food, and don't just swallow the food. Just be with the food, chew it, and be with it, and then slowly eat. So even don't eat too much, because if you're going to chew more and if you're going to eat more slowly, then you're not going to eat as much. So you're going to eat. I don't think we need to be, I hate diets. I'm not for that at all. I just think that listening to the body, okay, my body is full now. I can stop now. I don't need to, feed my mouth. But even I do it sometimes if I'm stressed. I don't even know that I eat the whole chocolate. Okay, so not too big meals, easy meals, and also be aware of the foods that make your reflux worse. It can be milk, it can be chocolate, it can be coffee, it can be spicy food, it can be how do you call this in English? All the drinks that have bubbles in it, Coca-Cola, Sprite, everything like that. I'm not saying that it is. I think it's really important that you don't say, I cannot eat this. Think about if it makes your reflux worse. And if it does, then be nice to your body. Your body is your temple. Be nice to it. Remove it. If it doesn't hurt you, then enjoy it. I think that's important, that we're not like, I cannot eat this, and then at the end of the day, you're not even eating anything anymore because you're so stressed. And then you're even more stressed. And that worsens the reflux. So, be easy to your body and think about, like, make maybe a diary. Oh my God, today in the morning was really, really horrible. And then think about, what did you eat yesterday? Put it down on a paper, and maybe you will see the pattern. And then you can remove that and slowly help your body. I believe that every symptom that we have in our body is our teacher. Every symptom is our teacher. So, it's just going to make you to know your body more. So don't be stressed about it. Don't be angry on your body. Your body just wants to help you to, for you to feel better in your own skin. Then another tip that I got from that nutritionist is apple vinegar before eating. So if you use a spoon of apple vinegar is amazing also for glucose spikes and stuff like that. So spoon of apple vinegar in the water, okay? Mix it in the water and drink it before meal. That can really help some people. It kind of like sounds disgusting, But it's not that disgusting. Or, even like if you have like a little apple vinegar with salad or whatever, that can really help your body to feel better and not to crave as much sugar as we crave if we're eating sweets. And that's all. And that's all that I have written down. So this is my live, my first YouTube live in English. I actually quite enjoy it with you, even though I'm like sometimes afraid to talk in English, but I think you understand me. So you can correct me and teach me something if I don't know. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you enjoy this YouTube live, and I will definitely do this more because I think it's the easiest way for me to answer on your questions and help you. Have a really, really good day, and we'll be seeing each other soon.